I can't not see that circle, declares Dan Harmon, who is best known as the creator of the series Community and the co-creator of the series Rick and Morty. It's tattooed on my brain. Although the cinematic structure that we will spend the most time exploring this semester is Syd Field's paradigm, which I introduced in my previous video, I also want to share an alternative with you, Dan Harmon's Story Circle. Because I'm a huge fan of Harmon's hilariously strange sitcom Community, this is a cinematic structure that has become burned into my mind. Basically, Harmon is a proponent of a circular story structure that is influenced by what is commonly called the hero's journey. The hero's journey was popularized by the late Joseph Campbell, who is not a screenwriting guru, but a comparative mythologist. However, Campbell's book about the archetypal hero's journey in classical mythology, The Hero with a Thousand Faces, nonetheless influenced such filmmakers as George Lucas when he was making Star Wars, and the Wachowskis when they were making The Matrix. More recently, Christopher Vogler has explicitly tied the hero's journey to cinematic structure in books such as The Writer's Journey, Mythic Structure for Storytellers and Screenwriters. Harmon's Story Circle is a succinct distillation of this popular concept in screenwriting. Whereas there are 17 stages in Campbell's conception of the hero's journey and 12 stages in Vogler's version, Harmon's circular structure simplifies it into 8 important points. In Harmon's simplest caveman terms, he labels these important points as you, need, go, search, find, take, return, and change. Here are his slightly longer explanations of each of those. You, a character is in a zone of comfort. Need, but they want something. Go, they enter an unfamiliar situation. Search, they adapt to the unfamiliar situation. Find, they find what they wanted. Take, they pay a price for what they wanted. Return, they go back to where they started. And change, they are now capable of change. We'll read more about the story circle in Harmon's essay, Story Structure 101, Super Basic Shit. As that title indicates, Harmon does use some curse words in communicating these concepts. I've edited much of the swearing that was unnecessary out of his essay, but I do want to let you know there are a handful of curse words left in it. I hope that you're not too offended by Harmon's language and that you're able to learn a valuable lesson about cinematic structure from him.